3, 2, 1. What's your favorite slur?
I like.
We are live, by the way.
I figured.
No.
Listen, I set you up last time. It was only fair.
That's fair. Alrighty. We're playing Final Fantasy 16. That's all you need to know.
What? Since fucking when?
Alright. Before we go through this list, first of all, I don't like when lists do this. I don't know. This is the thing a lot of lists do. It's not new to IGN, but a lot of games do the one per series.
Yeah. Okay. I've heard that.
I don't like one per series.
I think to some extent it makes sense. Depends on the list. For example, like top 25 best RPGs of all time. It would kind of suck to be like, yeah, Pokemon Black and White, Pokemon Diamond and Pearl, Final Fantasy 7, Final Fantasy 6, Final Fantasy 3, Dragon Quest.
What if I told you
none, like the same 3 or 4 over and over again?
Fair. What if I told you none of those are on this list?
Wait, okay. I would understand Pokemon. Pokemon makes sense.
Also, what's
Final Fantasy 7 or 6 didn't make the list,
Yep.
And there's not a Dragon Quest on there?
It's Dragon Quest 11. I don't know if you meant Dragon Quest 1 or if you just meant Dragon Quest.
I just threw it. I
Okay.
don't know the Dragon Quest
Fair
well
enough.
enough to know which ones are actually popular.
11 is a good one. But yeah, 11's on here. It's not the but yeah, no. Also, Dragon Quest 8 is the Final Fantasy 7 of Dragon Quest. So they didn't pick the most popular one. They picked a good one, but not a. The Final Fantasy they picked is 10.
Okay, an odd choice.
Yeah, and they also put it very high. But yeah, no Pokemon at all.
I mean, again, I think that's fair. As much as I was like throwing out the Pokemons, I don't actually think that they're amazing RPGs. I just think they're good games.
Fair. I don't know.
I think there's a difference between like a good role-playing game and a good game. If that makes any sense.
Yeah, that's fair. They are not
RPGs, but
they are and they aren't.
Like, oh, who's your favorite character from Pokemon Black and White? It'd be like
it's natural harmonious Gropius.
I don't know, man. They're like, who's your favorite party member?
Pikachu.
I like Darumaka. He shits and people put it in their clothing.
What? Is that in his?
That's the Pokedex entry.
God damn
Apparently
it!
It's like Unofins use like his hot turds to keep warm.
I'm not surprised, but I did not know that.
Yeah, but yeah, that's just like what I mean. Like, I just don't think that it's a good RPG. Like, but
yeah, there's no monster collectors on this list, which I think that's okay. I think if you're ignoring all monster hunters or not monster hunters, oh fuck, whoops, I killed all the enemies and then it is like, oh, hey, press your triggers to go Ifrit mode. And I was like, okay, but didn't realize what that was, so I just wasted my Ifrit mode. Whoops.
You should go Ifrit. You're right. Wait.
The game told me to, so I just said, oh, button. It's a button that's not square. But that was a waste. But yeah, we won't go through the whole list. But yeah, no monster collectors, which I think is fine. I think if you're going to avoid all of them, then I think it's okay. It would be stupid to not count Pokemon, but then put fucking like Monster Hunter Rise or Dragon Quest. Yeah. The first couple are fine. Not what I would put, but it's but then when we start to get to the immediate one, I'm like, what the fuck is Bravely Default 2? Not Bravely Default 1.
Did people really like 2? I
People
feel like I
did not like 2.
So I feel like I didn't hear nearly as much about that as I did first one. Like, I know people hated this, like the final dungeon of the first one.
Yeah.
So like, for all I knew, the second one people really loved and they like fixed it, but I also just didn't hear anything about it outside of like when it first released. People were like, yeah, it's like an 8 out of 10.
Yeah, no, I think I gave it a 6 personally. I think that's the general consensus. It's like a 6 to a 7. Like, it's fine. Also, I need to switch. I honestly thought it was just Expedition 33, but it must be my PS5 controller. It's got Joy-Con drift. I didn't know PS5 controllers had Joy-Con drift, but
Well, that's what you get for fucking it, bro. Like, I know Mr.
oh.
Masaji is like a sexy game, but you have to clean your controller afterwards.
I like playing Sly Cooper. I mean, what?
When I play Sly Cooper, things get mixed.
But yeah, Bravely Default 2 is number 19, which I'm like, if you put Bravely Default 1, totally fine. I think that game is... And I hate the final dungeon to the point where I think it ruins the game, but I do understand it's an amazing game. But yeah, Bravely Default 2 is just it exists out of 10. And then they put a tail. They also did not even put the most popular tails. They wouldn't even go for like popularity. Oh, I lied. There's a Pokemon on here. Actually, I missed it. Which it's not. It's probably not any of the Pokemon games you would guess. It's not any of the DS ones.
Is it Ruby and Sapphire or Emerald?
It's Gold and Silver, original, not.
I would have accepted Heart Gold and
Yeah.
Soul Silver.
I was like, I don't like Heart Gold and Soul Silver, but I think I get why people like them. But yeah,
Like, I can understand putting Gold and Silver on there, but if you're gonna put Gold and Silver on there, just put the better Gold and Silver on there.
I don't understand. Not even Crystal either. It's just Gold and Silver.
Like, I do think Gold and Silver are such colossal leaps forward.
Yeah.
That anybody is like, oh, Red and Blue are my favorite. I'm like, but why? Like, literally the next games are like 5 times better. It's not even close.
Yeah.
But like I said, to the point where I would understand, like, if you're like, okay, no other Pokemon game has made quite as big of a jump as Gold and Silver from Red and Blue. It's like,
Yeah.
then just choose Gold and Soul Silver. Just choose the better versions of this game.
Yeah, that's wild to me. I'm a Johto hater, but again, I would get if it's Heart Gold and Soul Silver. But yeah, that's number 9. So they put that pretty high. They did not. They picked the Tails game. They picked is also not even close to one of the most popular ones. I don't like the Tails games personally. I don't know if you've ever played any Tails.
Vesperia or whatever the fuck it is.
It's
Symphonia.
It's Vesperia. Symphonia is the Final Fantasy 7. That's the. That's one people like.
I don't know most of their names.
Right. Yeah, Symphonia is the really popular one.
It was Vesperia?
Yeah, it's Vesperia.
Let's fucking go.
Which
called one of them. I've never played it. I just know of it.
Yeah, can't keep track of which ones I've played because the names are fucking stupid, and I think the games are kind of bad.
Yeah, they should pick real names. So, anyways, have you played Kingdom Hearts 365 by 2 Chain Drops of Memory?
Oh yeah, Kingdom Hearts 2 is on here, which I don't think that's a JRPG.
I mean, I haven't played 2. I've only played 1, but I think 1's JRPG.
I mean, I know this doesn't say turn-based, it says JRPG, so I know it counts, but I don't know. For me, it hardly counts.
I think 1's a JRPG. Like I said, I assume 2 is.
It is, but I just...
It's even got grinding, Cody. Are you telling me you didn't stay on the island and grind Walkaball until you were level 99?
That's the first game, sir?
That's what I'm saying. It's that. I know. It's the only one I played.
Fair. Did you ever play Final Fantasy Tactics?
Nah.
Which is not on here. Which I feel like spin-offs shouldn't... If you're going to do the one per rule, I feel like spin-offs are different.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
I think Tactics should absolutely be on here. But it's not. But my buddy...
Where's my Chocobo Mystery Dungeon? What the fuck?
My buddy used to not... He played so much Tactics, and he used to grind into like level 80 in the first act. So
let's go.
He's beating up fucking Raticates or Rattatas and Pidgeys to level 80. Just because.
Reminds me of when I was younger. I didn't really... My Pokemon teams did not exist. I had my starter, and then whatever like random bullshit I found along the way. So I'd be like going into like the second gym, and I'd be like, all right, it's me and my Blaziken. It's like, you're still supposed to have a a Torchic by now, bro.
Like I when I first played Ruby or Sapphire or whatever, it was when I wasn't really allowed. I played with a friend at a friend's house, and I didn't really know Pokemon. But I knew Torchic, and I when I saw Combuskin, the next time I played it, I did not evolve him. I purposefully unevolved because I thought Combuskin was ugly.
You don't like the Kung Fu Chicken? He's KFC.
I like him now, but as a kid, I did not like Combuskin.
Speaking of, saw somebody talking today about like the theming of the the trios. So it's like Gen 1 is animals you can find in your backyard, like lizards, frogs, and turtles. Gen 5 is based on like, some random bull. It was like based off of like ancient warriors. So it's like French nobility, Chinese warriors, and the Japanese samurai. He's like, and Gen 3 is disasters. A flood, a landslide, and being kicked to death by a giant chicken. I was like, well,
You know
in
what?
fairness, I would count that as a tragedy if it happened to me.
He's not wrong. But yeah, Kingdom Hearts 2. Also, I feel like if you're gonna put Kingdom Hearts, it's actually kind of low. It's 16, which I feel like, again, I don't know if this is one person's list or not. It doesn't have an author on the name of it, but it definitely feels like this is not a community list.
Did Fire Emblem make the list?
I don't think so.
Come on, Awakening. I believe in Awakening.
Yeah, nope, no Fire Emblem.
Fuck you.
Which, yeah, that's kind of crazy. So, yeah, no, there's no strategy RPGs at all. No tactics, no Fire Emblem, none of those. None of those grid-based RPGs.
You know what honestly would have made me madder? Is if like Fire Emblem Warriors had fucking made the list. I think I would have actually been fucking pissed.
Fair. Then they put, they also counted just all Mario RPGs as the same series, which I also don't.
Paper Mario versus Mario Brothers are two different series, but
yeah, like Paper Mario,
I can understand where you'd feel that because they play relatively similar.
Fair. Yeah, I get that. Yeah, they lumped them together. They put Paper Mario 1000 Year Door, which it's fine. I think Super Mario RPG is better, but obviously that's not a hot take. People like 1000 Year Door. Then we get really hot. Octopath Traveler 2 is number 11.
I know I asked you your opinion, and I know I'm like 99% positive you said it was okay. But I have not. I started the first one, and that's it. I haven't played the second or even really made any progress on the first one yet.
Fair. I didn't like the second one that much at all. I liked the first. First one was fine. Second one I think was kind of. It did some things better and then some things worse, and I just didn't really feel. Actually, it's got a better Metacritic score than I expected. It's 85 Metacritic. I thought it was gonna be lower for Octopath Traveler 2. Yeah, 85 user and critic.
Yeah, that's kind of what I figured it would have. It's like an 8 out of 10.
Yeah.
I think one of the things that I saw that kind of disappointed me is they kept the same 8 classes, and like that's fine. But I was kind of in a mindset that's like, okay, you could swap up at least like 4 of them every time. Especially since in the first game there was always like a light and there was a good and a bad. And I was like, okay, well I could see being like, okay, this time there's good and bad, but they're not exactly the same fucking thing.
Yeah, no, I didn't like I didn't like that they just repeated the classes exactly. It made it feel very, because it's also a lot of the same like
story beats.
And archetypes. And then they were like, oh, this one finally, Octopath 2 finally has where the other party members actually matter, because before Octopath 1 is just 8 different stories. The party members are all silent when it's not their story. And they advertised Octopath 2 is intermingling the stories. Yeah, no, it doesn't. They'll have like generic dialogue.
Yeah, that's one of the things I heard was that the like interconnection doesn't really exist, which on the one hand I get that you can't go too far because you don't know who you're gonna get, but also there's only 8 characters.
Yeah. Personally, I think it's just I get the wanting to start wherever, you know, that freedom, but I think it would be better for the story to just have a set starting point, and that way it's easier
Yeah,
to
I like that you get your choice of the 8. I like that,
yeah.
but like I said, I also just think the argument of like, oh, we don't know who's going to be in the party. It's like, you know, it's going to be one of these 8. You know, it's going to be 2 of these 8.
Fair.
I'll give you a Fire Emblem made them like for like 20 out of the 30 characters you could have. I'll give you a hint. You could have one for all 7.
Yeah, like other games have you fucking unique dialogue and shit. So yeah, I don't agree with Octopath Traveler 2 being near that high, but it's got a decent Metacritic score, so that's I guess I can get that. Also, I looked up since I was looking up Octopath. Bravely Default 2 is a 76 on Metacritic, which the first
Yeah,
one's 80. The first one's 85, so
yeah, that's fine.
it's fine. And then to the top 8, Pokemon was number 9. We get Suikoden 2, which I know a lot of people like. I haven't played it yet. Earthbound, I personally just don't like. I don't like Earthbound. I know I get a lot of people do.
I could get into it.
Yeah, I can't stand it, but I get it's popular, so that's fine. Then Dragon Quest 11 at 6, which it's a good Dragon Quest. And then Xenoblade Chronicles, which I hate all of them. Well, I hate 2 mostly. It's 3 though that they picked, which I'm like, I thought 2 was the most popular one. I fucking didn't hear jack shit about 3.
Yeah, I played like the first few hours of 2 and thought it was fine, but just never felt like the need to go back to it.
I fucking hate Xenoblade 2.
But it has the waifu bunny, the one who I literally don't think could walk without dying.
I know what you're talking about.
I know you know. I've sent you pictures of her because you didn't know.
Oh yeah, you're right. I didn't. I was like, I know, but that's right. I know because you told me.
Yeah, I know I'm giving her shit because they did like the gotcha system. So there's like
Yeah.
70 of them. There's no guarantee you're gonna get her, but I'm still gonna give her shit. And like, there's good quality and bad quality for all of them. Like, it's unfair to base the entire quality of the game on it, but I'm still gonna do it.
That's fair. No, I could go on for ages.
But
There's every
it's
single
really
thing.
not fair.
Yeah. Every single thing about that game I hate.
Like I said, I played for 2-3 hours and I thought it was perfectly fine.
I thought the first one was okay. I didn't mind the first one, but I hate Xenoblade 2. But whatever. It's this person's list, which I would also, I don't know. I guess I would mind it less if they put a person's name to it. Like, don't say this is IGN's list. Say this is IGN writer Jon Snow's list. But then they have Metaphor at 4, which I think Metaphor is one of the greatest JRPGs of all time. So I'm all cool with that.
Third time I've leveled up killing spiders.
Hell yeah. Are you watching the cutscene with the blue guys?
Who?
Okay, am I ahead of you?
Oh yeah, I'm already past that point.
I was like, I figured you were still ahead of me.
Nah, I'm still ahead of you. You get to go to a forest in like 5 minutes.
Yeah. Fair. But yeah, then Final Fantasy X at number 3, which that is a hot take.
Yeah, I'm surprised. Like, there's like 5 Final Fantasies they could have said that I've been like, yeah, that makes sense. And like 10's not bad. It's just not one of the ones that I would have expected.
Yeah, I have my issues with 10. I get a lot of people like it, but it's not 7 or 6. Honestly,
It's not 7, 6, it's not 14, it's not 15, it's not 16. Like, there's a lot of them that you could have said. You could have said like fucking 5.
Yeah.
There's a lot of them that you could have said.
And not
10
even
is
9 makes
not
more
bad.
sense than
It's
10.
not one. So yeah, I would say 9. It's like there are some of them that was like, okay, if you, it's not the worst answer you could have given. It's not like you said 2,
Yeah.
but it's certainly not the one I would have expected on the list.
Yeah, and to put it so high.
Yeah.
And then it's Persona 5 Royal at number 2, which I think Persona 5 is actually the weakest of the 3, but I still think it's pretty good. I get it.
I think it coasts a lot on its style.
Yeah.
It is one of the most stylistically pleasing RPGs of all time.
100%. But it's funny because now they're remaking the other 2, so in the same style, so it doesn't have that going for it as much. It's still a good game. I would put it in my top 10 personally. And then number 1, let's see how well you know JRPGs. It's a very famous one that I have not obviously mentioned yet.
I don't fucking know, man.
Sir, it's Digimon, Cyber Sleuth.
Oh, it's Cyber Sleuth. Let's fucking go.
Yeah. It's the other Dragon Ball game, Chrono Trigger.
Oh, like the other Dragon Ball game was like Attack of the Saiyans? Attack of the Saiyans fucking made the list?
I meant to say the other Toriyama game, but I called them Dragon Ball.
Dragon Quest? Dragon Quest made the list?
Oh, they spelled Dragon Quest wrong. I just realized. This list is dog shit. And they didn't even spell Dragon. There's
Dragon Quest.
It's RAO. There's an O that doesn't belong there.
Dragon Quest.
Dragon Quest.
Dragon Quest.
But yeah, I meant to say the other Toriyama game, but I said the other Dragon Ball game. That's like when your mom calls everything in Nintendo.
Dragon Quest.
Rock the Dragon.
I'm tired of this game. I'm starting to get real tired of this game being like, you should go buy something from the store, and then I walk to the store and it's all worse than what I already have equipped.
Yeah. Alright. I've paid intermittent attention to the story so far. I'll admit, today I have paid zero attention.
Well, yeah, you were busy listening to the list. We had to find out more about Dragon Quest.
Dragon Quest.
Dragon Quest.
I'm trying to think
back in my day, I used to be an adventurer like you, but then I took an arrow to the knee. Did Skyrim make the list?
No. Skyrim's not a JRPG.
Oh, it's I forgot it was JRPGs.
Yeah, it was specifically JRPGs.
I was thinking just RPGs.
No. If it was RPGs, it'd be. Which
I was like, and Elder Scrolls should have made the list if it was an RPG list. Even I know that, and I don't even care for the RPG. For the Elder Scrolls.
Yeah, if it's a Skyrim's absolutely top 5.
I think this guy called me a fucking slur.
Whoa, did he call you a gobber?
No, I walked up to him. He's like, "You're not allowed in here, branded."
No. Well, yes. Branded is definitely not used favorably.
Fuck you. I play Branded. Branded's a fun deck. Shut the fuck up.
Is that a Yu-Gi-Oh deck?
It is. Long story short, the storyline I always post about where it's like, oh, the priest who corrupted the city. The main heroes deck is called Branded.
Gotcha. Which, though, on the topic of RPGs, what do you? I feel strongly. That when people call Zelda and also the Souls games, Souls games makes more sense than Zelda games. I hate that people call Zelda games RPGs when Zelda games make RPG lists.
What would you really call them though? Like an adventure game?
Adventure game, actually. Yeah, we'll just call it an adventure game.
I can see the argument for it to be an RPG. You are role playing as Link. It is by definition an RPG, and not in the I'm RPGing as Mario when I jump on the Goombas.
That's exactly what I was about to say.
I role play as Kirby when I eat. Poyo Poyo. but like it's definitely more so than that. But I don't think it's an RPG in the same traditional way that one would expect. So I think it falls into a gray area.
Fair. I personally don't like it on RPG lists, and I don't like Souls games either. But Souls games I understand more than Zelda, but I still don't think.
I think Soul games are RPGs. You upgrade your stats, you get equipment, you're going through the story, you're role playing as your character. I think they fit. They play differently than a lot of them, but that's like arguing Final Fantasy 14 is not an RPG. It's an MMO. It's like,
It is an
yeah,
MMO, sir.
the second half of that is an MMO RPG.
Oh look, she tells me to go to the store. I wonder if there's anything here. Oh look, it's worse than me. What I have. Oh look, it's all worse than what I have. Oh look, it's all worse than what I have. Neat. We have so much money because we don't fucking spend it.
Yeah, because there's nothing to buy.
Why isn't there at least like gear for Torgal? Like something.
Because that would be good. Because I would actually buy clothes to dress up my dog.
I just meant like generic accessories for his stats. But also, yes.
Yeah.
I would dress him up.
It's be a Monster Hunter where you can dress up your cats and your dogs.
Can you? It's fucking awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, you can buy them equipment, and I think it's funny because, like, technically, yeah, it's worthwhile to do because, like, what else? But also, like, the boost they get is like, oh, now they do like +4 damage, and it's like, oh, cool. And then when you buy an Guardian, it's like, now you do +200 damage. It's like, well, I'm starting to feel like that +4 that they got is not going to actually mean anything.
Fair. Alright, let's go speak with Gav. So then, is Monster Hunter an RPG? You
I
doing?
mean, if we're going to argue that, like I said, I feel like if the argument is MMOs are because they are MMORPGs, I would say Monster Hunter is.
I was like, Monster Hunter doesn't have levels, but it does have gear.
Say Monster Hunter is MMORPG with the MMO part being optional.
Fair. Yeah, definitely. It has its level system is in its gear.
I am definitely like entering like a prostitution. Like
Whoa.
this is definitely like a whorehouse.
Wait, Gav's not coming? Damn it, Gav.
I don't mean to make assumptions based on these women's job, but I'm going to say, given how they are dressed compared to everyone else.
Fair. I also like how they're making a deal that Gav's not coming with us when it's Shiva, fucking Ramu, and Ifrit. I'm pretty sure fucking Gav, we don't need Gav. Like,
But don't you know he's the what are we called? He's the what the fuck are we called?
like
Dominus.
Yeah.
He's the Dominus of like fucking King Mogul or whatever the fuck those things are called.
The Moogles?
Yeah.
Oh, we
King
haven't
Mogul.
seen a fucking Moogle yet, have we?
Nah.
Oh, there's actually one right behind me in the cutscene.
We haven't seen a Mogul. Where are they? Fuck
It's
you mean you haven't
literally
seen?
it's on the screen when I said that.
The fuck you mean?
However, we have not had to interact with the Moogle.
And, I only know that the King Moogle's a summon because it got a new Magic the Gathering card.
Ah. I didn't even know it was a summon.
Apparently, it's one in like Final Fantasy 9 or Final Fantasy 10.
Fair.
The 11th best RPG of all time.
Also, Jill just said, oh, it's just the three of us then. Can she not count? Motherfucking Torgal.
I would say, is she not counting your dog?
She did not count the
You
dog.
gotta understand, she forgets because you make him sleep outside while you don't get any.
First she kicks him out while you don't have sex. Well, let's talk to the Moogle.
I still think it was Clive's idea. Torgal, no, man, you gotta trust me. I'm about to get some. You sit out here. And then it comes outside, he's like, Torgal, I'm sorry. Failed you.
I don't like these Moogle designs.
I think I got spoiled on what the final boss of 16 is, by the way. It got a
Is it-
card. I think if
Okay,
it's what I'm assuming it is, it got a card.
that makes sense. Is it Super Ifrit?
No.
Is it
I'm
Torgal?
not gonna spoil
I
it,
know.
but I saw it. I was like, oh, that's a neat. That makes sense.
Fair. Does Torgal have a card?
He does, and actually, people really don't like it.
Like it's bad, or they just don't like the design?
So he may or may not get one in the main set. Some of them got a lot of cards. Like Cloud has like 3 cards right now.
Yeah.
Because he's one for Commander, one for the starter decks, and one for this set.
Mhm.
So like Sephiroth those 2, but Torgal right now only has 1, and it's him like against a blank border, like blank background, and he's not doing anything. It's just like him sitting there.
Oh, it's like just
So,
standard.
it's
It's
like-
just it's a standard
so people are like-
JPEG.
Yeah, people are like, what the fuck is this? And it's like it's not even like an original card. It's a remake of another card.
Oh, so they just phoned it in.
Yeah, so we may get one in like the actual set, but
The one on the
yeah,
commander.
people were not impressed by it.
Fair. Is there a sprint button?
No, you just do it like you just walk forward, and eventually Clyde starts
'Cause-
sprinting.
Because I don't think he doesn't sprint in town, does he?
No,
'Cause fuck me, this is slow. I do not like this.
that's it. This card.
Oh wow. Oh, it's even baby Torgal. It's not even.
Yeah, it's not even like full grown
Oh,
Torgal.
that is wow. That's
And,
lazy.
like, I think it's cute.
Yeah, I mean it's a cute little guy, but the cards very lazy.
Yeah, I think it's a card I would play, but it's if you were like, hey, did you like Torgal? Here's his card. I'd be like, oh, thanks.
Hey, look, spiders. Man, how far behind am I? Thought we were like neck and neck, but I'm at least like 20 minutes behind.
Have you made your way to the brothel yet?
No, I just got to my first spider. So
Why are all of your fucking stores so goddamn useless? Can any of you carry a good weapon?
where's a fucking gun?
Isn't that Final Fantasy VIII?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's the first one, I think. But I was like, a lot of them have guns. Most of them have, maybe not most, but a lot of them have guns. Yeah, 8's got the gun blade, but 13 has guns. 10-2 has guns.
It's also a gun.
My dick is a gun.
One of the best lines to come out of a show that went downhill very quickly.
What show is that?
It's Ruby.
Oh,
She's it's like one of the early episodes is Ruby's explaining things. She's like, it's a sight and a highly compact, customizable, high impact sniper rifle. What? It's also a gun. Oh. It's also a gun has become like one of my favorite lines. It's just like, what is that? It's like, well, it's like if for like whatever random bullshit RPG where it's like, oh, you can shoot now. It's like, of course, it's also a gun. It's like Bayonetta. It's like, what are these? Oh, they're highly fashionable stilettos. What? They're also a gun. Oh,
fucking God, I love the high heel guns.
what is this? It's a family heirloom. It's a light sword with a with like customizable grip. What? It's also a gun.
Make everything a gun. What if Luffy had a gun?
Gum Gum Pistol, bro.
Damn it.
Fucking keep up.
What if Naruto had a gun?
Talk no jutsu's not working. Guess we're gonna switch to Glock no jutsu.
Oh, no jutsu.
I saw a thing today. It was like, what is Luffy's strongest move? And it was like the Red Hawk, the Gatling, the pistol, and the axe. And I'm thinking, like, first of all, like none of his like top 6 strongest moves are here. Like none of them. But also like, who the fuck is picking the axe over like any like the definitive best answer is here.
Yeah.
It's the Red Hawk, and it's like, who the fuck is picking like, oh, I really think that the Gum Gum Axe might actually have the edge.
Also, the pistol. So the first move he fucking used. Like, come on. Pistol's, I would say, it's most iconic. I know that's debatable, but it's definitely not his strongest. I was like, I mean, it's anything It's anything that's big. If it's not big or the Red Hawk, then don't talk about it.
I mean, now it's anything that's like Gear 5 and above. Like I said, it's like didn't even have like there was no Gear 5 moves, there was no Gear 4 moves. It didn't have like the King Kong gun or the Black Mamba or whatever.
Yeah.
I was like, which one's the strongest move? I'm like, none of these. Literally none of these.
We literally saw his strongest move against fucking Kaido. Like, that is the strongest move he has used, and I cannot fucking name it because I don't like that thing.
I still think my favorite thing is somebody pointed out like how much of a fucking hypocrite Kaido is. Like, devil fruits aren't the power of the new world. The real power is all in hockey. Special move is I turn into a giant dragon and set myself on fire. Ah, yes, the famous use of hockey.
Everyone in his crew has fucking. To be fair, at least they all do have hockey.
Everyone in his the entirety of his point was he was importing fake devil fruits. But he didn't teach like any of his fucking Tobiropo hockey. What the fuck, you idiot?
Although Tobiropo knew hockey.
Did they? Because most of them lost people who don't.
Yep, you're right. However, yes, I think they all did.
Like fucking Triceratops got his ass beat by Frankie. Spider Lady lost to Robin.
Yeah, I know for sure.
Nami beat fucking.
Yeah, Ulti for sure had it.
Helmet Head.
Yeah, Helmet Head had it because her brother had it. Black Maria had it. The only ones I don't remember are Triceratops and then Drake. I don't know if we ever saw Drake use it.
I would assume Drake has to have it because, of all the ones in the Tobiropo, Drake is the one I would assume has to have it the most.
He might have
he's an actual character.
Fair, and he might have shown it. I just don't remember. But I know for sure that all the others have it except Drake and Triceratops. The only ones I can't visualize.
I do like that. Like One Piece fans are so defensive. Like, because hockey is like the strongest thing. You can't beat somebody without hockey unless you're Frankie or Robin or Nami. Or I'm sitting there like, keep going, This is definitely a consistently power scaling thing that Oda never fucks up, right? Nobody can beat anybody without hockey unless you have this. Or
yeah, the Straw Hats not having hockey is still one of the most insane things to me. I know we've bitched about it before, but it makes no fucking sense.
There's a lot of characters who have beaten a lot of characters recently that don't have hockey. Like Juri Bonnie doesn't technically have hockey as far as we know, and she beat 2 Vice Admirals who are confirmed to have hockey.
Didn't Frankie fucking one-shot a Vice Admiral in Egghead?
One-shot a Vice Admiral, and the Vice Admirals are all confirmed to have armament and observation hockey. Every Vice Admiral is confirmed to have that.
Yep.
Which also means that like Zoro took one down in like a pre-time skip. Like, no, hockey is not a. Hockey is when Oda needs it to be a thing. Which I saw some people talking about like the newest chapter. And they're like, oh, Scopper, like the way to beat the regeneration is advanced conquerors. And I'm like, are you guys arguing that Luffy was fighting the elders for like in 2 hours on Egghead? And never once thought was like, oh, hey, that new ability I picked up? I should try it. I should see if that new ability works.
To be fair, with most characters, that would be stupid. But with Luffy, I could kind of buy it. He is.
And that I might actually drop the fucking manga if like Scopper was like, you need to use advanced Dark Conquerors, and Luffy goes, oh, that makes sense. Why didn't I think of that? Like, what the fuck you mean? Why didn't you think about that? You fought them for like 2 hours and said there was nothing you could do. I assumed you were using it by default, bro.
Shh. But yeah, Oda loves, like, he shows that hockey is really important, except when he doesn't. Like, we have Shanks, we have Roger, we have both of Roger's mates. Oh, Devil Fruits, only hockey. Cool, awesome. Give the Straw Hats hockey. Literally just give them hockey. I get that you didn't want to give them all hockey on Fishman Island, so just
We are definitely in a brothel.
yeah. I just started getting here, and I can definitely tell. Um,
Like the longer we're here, like I'm like, okay, so like, how much gold?
yeah, I get that he probably didn't want to have them all 10 of them have hockey at Fishman Island, but there's a very easy way to solve that. You just say,
Over time.
yeah, just say like they're working on it. Like, obviously there's been no place for them to stop and learn. Just have them have mentioned that they are, they're partial. They're working on it.
I don't even mind it if we were like actually make character beat moments where like Usopp unlocking observation was a good character moment for him. But like Robin on Wano, why when she turned into the big demon wasn't that her unlocking hockey?
Yeah, it's literally black.
Like Frankie watching like the Vegapunks around him die before he goes and fights an admiral. Why isn't the argument that he's unlocking hockey here? Nami watching like children die on Punk Hazard, like something that she really hates. Why isn't the argument that she is unlocking hockey here? Like these, it's supposed to be tied to emotional connections. Like, why aren't the arguments here?
Sanji is it's not strong enough. Unlike Sanji unlocking hockey because he hates gay people.
I still think that canonically, the reason that he learned how to like fucking fly and learned hockey, being that he doesn't like trans. Sort of this, so like, how can you defend this fucking manga, y'all? How did Goku unlock Super Saiyan 3? Well, he really fucking hated. He didn't like the liberals. God damn the liberals.
We see Goten was, Goten wanted to take ballet, and Goku wasn't about that. No son of mine.
You're not my real dad.
No son of mine will be a dancer. Also, one of my pet peeves in story games are make me walk following this prostitute. Sorry, lady of the night, and you just have to follow her, but then another cutscene, and then you follow her, then another cutscene. Just have the cutscene be continuous. Why am I pressing forward for 6 seconds?
You know what? I still think that one of the greatest sins in gaming is
escort missions.
Not a cutscene, but like a mission where you have to like follow a character, and your walking speed is slower than theirs, but your running speed is faster.
Yeah.
Maybe one of the 3 greatest sins in gaming.
Just
like, there are definitely worse things you can do, but I think nothing will ever piss me off more.
Escort missions.
It's like that, random stealth missions in games that haven't used it before then.
God, I hate fucking random stealth mechanics.
Like, I don't know, man. I still think this isn't one I see often, but man, when it ever so reached a pivotal moment in the game, if you continue, you will not be able to return.
Are you about to have sex? Like,
you can't go back. You will no longer be a virgin. Oh,
like that's definitely.
No, I won't go.
I know you're like 10 minutes ahead of me, but it doesn't feel like it's a pivotal moment of the game.
No, I can only tell you what the game says, bro.
Fair. I'm assuming that story stuff is going to happen. You're not going to be able to go back and do cutscenes or not cutscenes, side quests. Oh, so they just said the word brothel, by the way. I don't know if you were.
Oh, okay. I literally was not paying any attention, but like that way everyone was dressed. I was like, I'm trying not to judge, and then I saw like one of them walking around like clinging to a guy's arm. And I'm like, I'm trying not to judge.
No, one of the knights actually just called it a brothel. So.
Medieval Hooters.
I've never been to a regular Hooters.
Neither have I.
Well, Patreon trip. Donate to patreon.com/mygapinganus.
Holy shit. You too donate to our $100 Fill Me Up tier.
Jonathan and I will go to Hooters. We're going to live stream it.
I think Hooters is going bankrupt.
I'm not surprised.
And neither am I. Honestly, I'm surprised it lasted this long.
Same.
If I remember right, it was made as like it started as a joke, but I could be wrong. I'm like 99% positive. I remember reading that somewhere. Is that it started off as a guy being like as an April Fool's Day joke, and it did really well. And they're like, well, guess we got to keep the restaurant open.
Wait, can I not? God, Clive's jump is so pathetic.
Yeah.
I tried to jump over the wall, but it says nope. You have to go around. Okay, Clive, can we start doing the sprint now? Thanks, Clive. God, I don't know why maybe I've bitched about it before, but his run speed hasn't bothered me until now. Or his walk speed. Like, the sprint speed is good. Just let me do this always.
No.
Okay.
Why? Like, I don't know what the confusion is. Absolutely fucking not. You stupid bitch.
God, there's so many side quests. Should we be doing any of these? Nah. Can Jonathan and Cody beat the game without doing a single side quest? We're gonna fucking try. And honestly,
I don't know, man.
the answer is probably.
I've been pressing square a lot. You know, I could lose any time now.
You've been bitching about the shops. One thing I do know is I know a lot of the side quests give gear, so that's probably why the shops are so shitty. However, just if your shop's gonna be that shitty, just don't have shops. One of the courtesans have gone missing. I love walk here, do that, walk here. Also, aren't Clive and fucking Jill, or not Clive, we are Clive. Sid and Jill through with us? Am I bad at reading?
No, they should not be here.
I thought they were supposed to be. I thought they said, because she said the three of us, and then now it's just been us and Torgal.
No, they're there.
Okay. Clive, can I start running now? Please. Alright, so we talked about is X an RPG. So now let's talk about is a hot dog a taco? Sorry, a hot dog is a taco. Discuss.
I mean, I agree with you.
Yeah, Jonathan agrees with my hot dog take. That hot dogs are tacos.
It's got starch on three sides.
Hot dogs are tacos. Tell me
It's
why
like
they're not.
it's like how Uncrustables are ravioli.
Uncrustables are ravioli. I haven't heard that. That's amazing.
Yeah, we didn't stuff it with meat or cheese. We stuffed it with peanut butter and jelly.
Oh no! Someone clicked. We had one viewer and they clicked off. They didn't like that take.
They hated him because he spoke the truth. Shut up! Yeah, Uncrustables ravioli. It's like, what is it? So everything's a toast, a sandwich, a taco, a sushi. What's the other one? It's like a quiche, and then a ravioli or something like that. It's
What
the cube rule of food.
What is a pizza but a flat sandwich?
It's toast. It's toast that you have spread tomato sauce and cheese on top of.
That's fair. Rest in peace.
I have to find the video. There's a guy that they used there's like an advertising for like a flowchart website that they do.
Mm-hmm.
But people used to like them because they like the videos were all really stupid. So they'd be like, here's like the Yogo Popper. And it's like a picture of a raccoon. but some people were just like, some people used to like them, and one of them was the cube rule of food, and he's like, so avocado toast is a toast, so is a pizza, like, something else. And he got to like sushi, and he's like, sushi is not a sushi because sushi only has like one layer of starch. And so it's like, what the fuck?
What? Excuse me?
I just there's stuff like that that people were like, I don't. What is going on?
So what is a sushi? Like what what is this? Is it bread on top? Is that what?
It's for starch. It is starch on 4 out of the 5 sides.
Okay, the rice is the bread.
Yeah.
I was thinking the seaweed was the bread. That's why I was
Yeah, it's starch. It specifically is it.
Fair. Right, rice is bread. So anyway, join me on my all rice diet because I can't fucking eat anything.
I mean, you can. You've just got to get used to, like, peeing bricks.
Yeah. That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, they said the first one's supposed to hurt the most. Now I've widened my asshole, so.
That's what I was gonna say. It's like now you're right in the urethra.
Oh no, someone clicked off again. Damn it. They stayed on for the sushi, but they didn't like the asshole take.
They were all here for listening about why sushi is not sushi. The moment Jonathan mentions the urethra, everyone panics. It was Heath. Heath didn't want to hear about your expanded urethra. That's what it was.
I forget there's crafting. Where the fuck do we craft? I'm sure it's somewhere at the base.
I just mine.
Ha 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 ha. Also, there's a lady.
Stupid fucking prompt. What the fuck game? Sorry.
Oh, you're good. There's a lady in town using wind magic to dry some sheets, and
I saw that.
I like that.
I respect mundane uses of magic.
Yeah, same. I like seeing mundane uses of magic because a lot of series don't show that. It was something I remember I was gonna bitch to the guys about, but so obviously
You like to settle for me instead.
I like to what?
So you like to settle for me instead.
Yeah, you're my guy. No, I just forgot to type it. We know that obviously Thunderbolts did decent. It was doing well and reviewing well, and people like it. Cool. I still have no interest, but cool. So Disney's CEO or whatever, Marvel CEO, one of those guys made a comment, and he was like, "This is just
our new quality over quantity."
Yeah. Okay, you saw that?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm just like, okay, what about the Daredevil show that just came out that no one liked?
I thought people liked it enough.
Other people hated it. Or people are mixed because it's basically two different shows.
Yeah. I didn't see enough of it, but what I saw was people thought it was fine.
Fair.
But yeah, I saw the now we're doing quantity over quality. It's like, bro, when did you decide, at what point in time does a company go, we really are making too good of a product. We should make more shittier ones.
I mean, they after Endgame. That's exactly what they did.
I don't think that's because we have had this argument. I know you're like, oh, there's an immediate drop off. Nothing after Endgame is good. It's like, nah, there's still a lot good after Endgame. Shang-Chi, No Way Home, Guardians of the Galaxy 3. There's still a lot good after Endgame. But it is where they were like, hey, we're going to do a 50-50 here. I think it's with the rise of the TV show.
I was going to say
they really started doing
the TV shows are the big issue. Because people were okay on WandaVision and they liked both Lokis. And that's it.
I still maintain What If is probably the best show that they put out there. Although I've heard the third season's pretty terrible.
I was like, I
Looking
heard
at some of the What Ifs that I saw on there, yeah, I could understand that.
I heard season 3 was really bad because they stopped making an anthology.
We had in the first season was like, oh, what if like Killmonger teamed up with Iron Man? It's like, oh, okay, that's an interesting one I wouldn't have thought about. That makes sense. What if like Doctor Strange lost his girlfriend instead of his hands? Like, oh, that's a really dark story. I'm interested. And we get to season 3. It's like, what if Howard the Duck fucked?
Oh, well, he fucks.
That was not the what if I was expecting to ask here today, but okay. What if Agatha Harkness was a Hollywood director? Well, I'll admit, it's not a what if I expected, but...
Also...
Like, there are some I saw that was like, okay, this is kind of cool. Like, there's one where the Earth's Mightiest Heroes become essentially Power Rangers. I'm like, you know what? Sure, fuck it.
It's kind of neat.
But, like, there is one that, like I said, is literally just like, I think it's what if Darcy and Howard the Duck had a kid? And it's literally what if Howard the Duck fucks.
Why? Why?
Because I think legitimately they ran out of ideas. And the funniest part is people were making fun of it because like they show in this like season opening like way better ideas. Like one of them is what if Hulk was the Sorcerer Supreme? And people are like, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
The universe where he goes and learns the mystic arts instead of like anger management? Fuck yeah.
That's cool.
There's
so much you could do with what ifs.
We got like the Man Spider was in there. People are like, are you kidding me? You don't think people want to see the MCU's take on the Man Spider? But no, instead we get, like I said, it's like, what if Agatha wasn't a witch and instead a Hollywood director? What if Howard the Duck fucks?
You know, the one show I've literally heard no one talk about and I kind of forgot it came out? It's their fucking Spider-Man show.
Yeah. The only time I ever heard anybody talk about it was people got pissy because somebody made a fake leak about like a bunch of characters that like wasn't true at all. Like he was like a picture of Nico Minoru, which first of all, fuck yeah, representation for the girl. I love the Runaways. But it was like this is Harry Osborn now, and people were like, oh, woke people turning straight white Harry Osborn into an Asian girl. But I remember seeing that, like that was the only thing I ever saw about it.
Fair. Yeah, I know people got mad about just the actual stuff, because like, I mean, I think the Osborns I think are black. There's a couple racial changes. They made less white people. And I know people got mad about that. But the actual show?
Yeah, I didn't hear anything about it.
No idea.
To one hand, I can understand some of it. Like, I don't know. I don't think that the Osborns being white or black changes anything. But I also, like I said, I don't think it changes anything. Like, I don't think it's whether him being black or white actually matters. I don't know.
Yeah.
The one I saw that I was like, well, fuck yeah. It was, like I said, we still had Nico Minoru, which, fuck yeah, we need more Runaways representation. Because the Runaways is like good comics.
I tried watching the show.
I never watched the show. I have read the comics.
We dropped the
Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say we dropped the show very quickly. I don't know. Well, a pivotal moment in the story, you'll not be able to return. We're doing my side quest now. I don't know what you know about the show, but the first episode is kind of interesting. It's about all the kids, obviously, and it's kind of a slow burn. And then you finally get to a big cliffhanger at the end. Like, okay, this is the big, reveal, kind of the origin story. Okay, cool.
Yeah, the parents are villains. I know.
Yeah. So, what do you think episode 2 is?
Like a flashback?
It's not following the cliffhanger. It's episode 1 again, but from the parents' POV.
I actually don't hate that idea. I won't actually lie.
I did not. I think it would have been, I don't know, I just didn't, with how slow of a burn the first episode was, like, I don't know, I feel like episode 1, if you maybe like fit both of those in the first episode or something, it wasn't an hour show.
Is Sid gonna die here?
I assume he's dying. I mean, we're taking Rama for sure, right?
Oh my fuck! I'm sorry. I'm actually mad.
Did they fake death Sid again?
No, I mean, well, no, yeah, the cutscene's still playing out.
Fair.
But it's such a dumb one because they set it up way too obviously. Like, I'll give you a hint: is Clive and Jill make a jump, no problem. Like, they literally don't even stress about it. And Sid's like sitting like, I don't know, this one seems kind of far. Yeah, I'll do it. Like, shut the fuck up. Jill is in heels and she made the jump. Shut the fuck up.
Also, there's nothing. We've seen how athletic you are.
Of fucking lightning.
I was like,
You can't jump.
Even if you're a little sick, like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Again, Jill is in heels.
Also, it'd be funny if out of all the things that we've seen Clive do or Sid do, and he dies to a fucking jump.
I have wind powers. I will walk over there and use my fucking like tether claw to pull your ass over here. What's my button that let me go E for it?
The triggers, or not the triggers, the sticks.
Oh, 6, right. Yeah. I know, like I said, I know I've read the Runaways comics, so that's how I know most of the stuff, like the fact that their parents are villains.
Okay, I wasn't sure that was from the comics. I know nothing about the comics.
Oh yeah, it's totally from the comics. That's like the whole thing is that they're all have powers or whatever from their parents, but their parents are villains.
Yeah.
Which I still, it's one of those like, okay, I think that this is like stupid coincidental, like, oh hey, we all have powers, but like, oh, we all got them from different places. It's super lucky that our parents are all just so happen to be villains. But like, I still like it. Like, I think that it's neat. I like the characters. I think that a lot of them have unique enough powers that it's cool. Like, Nico Minoru is my favorite, and I think the Staff of One is fun as fuck.
Fair. I don't remember anything about the kids. Honestly.
Nico is magic, and she stole a wand from, I want to say it's her mom. And the wand, the way it works is she could say any one word, and it will make it as like it'll work as magic. But she can never repeat the same word. So she can be like water, and it'll shoot a blast of water, but she can never say water again. She can be like aqua, and it'll do the same thing, or she can be like waterfall. But if she tries saying water again, it'll like shoot ducks or it'll explode, stuff like that.
Okay, I was gonna say, is there like a downside? Does she have to remember, or
it'll just be random. It could be anything.
Fair.
So, I think that's neat. I think it is a fun use of a power with an interesting drawback.
That's kind of neat. Hey, just like just like that guy in Naruto, right? Who remembered every single word he ever said.
What?
You don't remember that?
I think I know what you're talking about.
It was one of the Cadens and the Bradens.
What I'm assuming you're talking about is Darui.
Yes.
From the Hidden Cloud. Yeah, so he was fighting enemies are like, if you say the word you've used the most in your life, you get captured. And he just so happened to apparently have used 2 words like back to back frequently enough that one or the other could be his most used word. And he just got lucky.
Okay, that's not how I mean, I believe you that you know more Naruto. I just remember it as him remembering every word he ever said in his life.
Nah, he's like, apparently he uses like, first of all, it's probably one of like the weakest writing choices is the way Kishimoto used it. It was like the brother always uses like the word hot, and the sister always uses the word cold. So like we see it by them using it, and it's like, oh man. And then this guy apparently always uses like one word that I don't think we've ever seen him use before, and I'm sorry. So he's like, oh, he uses like lightning. He's like, oh no, I'm gonna get captured. I'm sorry, Lord Raikage. And then it changes to like, I'm sorry. And he's like, oh, you can change the word. And I'm like, this is stupid.
That's stupid.
But he was definitely running out of ideas during the war arc. And it's a reference to like some sort of ancient Japanese myth. They've used it in a lot of things. Like I'm pretty sure One Piece has used it at some point. But it's just one of those like, I don't know. I feel like you could have done this better.
What? Something in later Naruto that he could have done better?
I'm shocked. The war arc and the post-war arc are probably the weakest parts of Naruto.
What? Everyone loved the war arc.
There's cool moments in the war arc.
Fun fact, that's actually where I started reading. That's where I started reading the manga.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
It's as somebody who did not read the war arc until much later in his life. Like I think I read the war arc in like 2022. I promise you, I was sitting there the whole time like, man, I still have like another 150 chapters to go. I should not have 150 chapters to go.
Yeah, I did not. I did not read the work in its entirety. I started reading it right when the Obito reveal was happening because everyone was talking about it. I was like, you know what? I'll fucking read Naruto. I'm bored. And then, so I picked up from there. Let me tell you, along with obvious things about the story, the fucking, like, the art fucking nosedives.
Sorry, I'm watching Clive and Sid just kick a metal bar over and over again.
No, you're good. Yeah, like...
This is the same man that couldn't make a fucking 5-foot jump.
Couldn't make a 5-foot jump, but...
He kicked down an iron gate, no problem. I don't remember the art take in a nosedive, but I also don't pay that much attention. Like I can tell some good like animation, but outside of being like, wow, that's a really good drawing, like I can't tell you for the most part when it's like, oh, that's a really bad drawing. I can tell you when a drawing's unfinished. But.
Yeah. I guess maybe not necessarily the actual art. It's just the his action choreography got way sloppier.
Yeah, I don't know. I still think that for the most part Naruto's fine, but I think that there's a lot of the war arc. It's like, yeah, this was not done well. Like the previous Kages showing up is in a moment that's like, I remember a lot of people like hyping it up as if it's really cool. Like, oh, Gaara got to fight his father. They throw like one attack at each other and then Gaara seals him. Like it's legitimately like a one attack thing, and then they talk and Gaara seals him. Like it's 3 chapters at the most. It's like, this is not a fight, guys.
Yep, I remember reading that and oh, this is disappointing.
I think it's a good character moment, but this is not a fight. The second Tsuchikage also loses pretty fucking fast. Like this is one of the strongest Kage in history, and he's getting his ass beat like almost immediately.
God,
Although it does lead to one of my favorite stupid jokes, which is the third Raikage he's like too strong, nobody can kill him. He can pierce through anything. Like, well, what happens? And what would we do against a person with like an impenetrable spear and an impenetrable shield and an unstoppable spear? How does one get hurt? And Naruto's like, well, do you think he like stabbed himself once? And apparently that's the answer, is he felt like he collapsed on his own attack and stabbed himself once.
That's fucking stupid, but
it's an awesome, it's like a real, I thought it was a genuinely funny bit. I was like, you know, honestly, I love the idea of like he just got tired and like collapsed on his own attack. Like that's a great way to explain like how he got a scar.
God, I do not like fighting the fucking mortar guy.
There needs to be a like saving point because I am tired of this dungeon already.
You can save wherever, can't you?
You probably have like a quick save.
I'm 93% sure we can save wherever.
Maybe, probably.
But man, I do not like the fucking mortar guy.
Yeah, he's fine. I know this will shock you. I pressed square and dodged.
Fair. I just feel like he attacks too much. You don't get a whole lot of.
I don't know why I was thinking you could only save in the like overworld.
I was like, I'm 99. Can you save wherever?
I don't know why I was thinking you could only save in the overworld.
I mean, it's a lot of.
Definitely
That's
saved,
most
like in the village a lot.
fair. I was like, that's a lot of Final Fantasy games.
Yeah.
So
I remember that pissing me off about 3 for a while because, like, when I was first starting playing, it's like I'm playing like for an hour and like I come back and it's like, oh, my save progress is gone. I'm like, what the fuck?
yeah, it's something I don't.
With the first hour of that game like 3 or 4 times.
Fair. It's something I really wish that like the Pixel remasters, also playing the Suikoden games. I wish that they both games added save everywhere.
Yeah. It just feels like just a quality of life thing that should be exist at this point.
Yeah, I feel like it can't be that hard.
Or like even if they don't want to like, let's say that they didn't want to like go through and program that into the game, save states.
Yeah, fair.
Like I'm assuming that most of these are running on an emulator anyways. Just put the fucking save state in there.
Yeah, fair. Suikoden's even worse because every other JRPG you can save in the overworld at least, right?
Yeah.
Nope. You can only save at inns in Suikoden.
Right.
At least the first one.
Let's fucking go. I remember you telling me this. Doesn't like Suikoden have like 100 and something characters?
Yep, that's its gimmick. Is 128 characters in every game.
Yeah, I saw something like last week. Is apparently Suikoden is based off of some sort of like Chinese novel about 108 rogues who essentially try to redeem themselves. And I was like, that makes sense. But I still think having 108 RPG party members is way too fucking many.
Yeah. To be fair, they're not all party members. A lot of them are just back. Like you always have a base. So a lot of them, like you get a chef, you get a blacksmith, you get a etc. However, you do have like 70 to 80 party members. Like you still have a lot of party members.
Yeah. I just remember seeing, I don't remember its name, but it was like I said, it was the story of like 108 rogues who try to redeem themselves. And I thought it was neat because it was like, I thought it was funny because it was like, one of them's like a jaywalker. And I was like, oh, okay. It's like, and one of them's a child rapist. I'm like, well, I feel like we've escalated.
Well.
I feel like we've escalated.
Yeah, these two crimes are equal.
I feel like one of these people may not be redeemable, and one may be.
Fun fact: I am probably one of the few people who's actually been ticketed for jaywalking. It's actually off my record.
Well,
it's off my record now.
Breaking the law.
But who would you think if kids jaywalking?
You for breaking the law, you dirty.
If you're a cop, you have kids jaywalking. Also, at the exact same time, a car's running a red. Who do you arrest? It's the kids.
Your child. They'll teach you. Cars are for the road.
He didn't even go after the car.
Well, I mean, was it like a street cop?
Yeah.
I hate to be this way. What do you want him to do? Did you want him to like start just chasing after the car?
Oh, he was a motorcycle cop. Sorry.
Oh, okay. I was like, if it's like if he's like there putting like parking tickets, like I don't know what you want him to do.
No, that would be fair.
Like, hey, you, come back here.
No, he had a motorcycle. He had.
All right, that's a bit more stupid, but that'll teach you.
But
fun fact: the J in jaywalking is a slur.
Is it?
Yeah, it's like an old like 1960s slur for like essentially like a hillbilly.
Oh.
And they were like a hobo.
Hey,
they were like 1960s to like 1940s.
Yeah.
But they were like, look at these like dirty, uneducated people walking in the road. The road is made for cars. Like, oh, I don't want to be a dirty hobo. I don't want to be a J.
Yeah, J.
Fun fact.
Neat. Hey, we start with slurs and we end with slurs. Yeah, J can be a miscreant. It can be, yeah, it's basically what you said. But yeah, it's 1905 according to Merriam-Webster.
Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, what's up?
There he goes.
Can you hear me? Hello, my baby.
Yeah.
Hello, my darling. Hello, my ragtime gal. Oh, did I lose you?
You had lost me for like a second.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I looked it up because and yeah, it's basically what you said it means. But yeah, 1905 according to Merriam-Webster.
I know way too much fucking trivia.
But any titties, we start with a slur, we end with a slur. Have a very slurry good night.
I didn't even get to use the hard ones.
Join us on our kick stream where we do say them.
Where we use the hard J.
The hard J.